I went to the park yesterday. She found a new book at the store. He took a photo of us. We ate pizza last night. You said it was okay. They made a cake for her birthday. I read a story to my sister. She grew flowers in her garden. He gave me a present. We drank some water after running. You ran fast in the race. They sang a beautiful song. I slept for 8 hours last night. She spoke to her friend on the phone. He stood by the door. We sat at the back of the classroom. You met your cousin at the mall. They left the keys on the table. I paid for the groceries. She taught me how to knit. He wrote a letter to his grandmother. We thought about going to the beach. You understood the lesson very well. They brought their puppy to the park. I built a sandcastle at the beach. She cut her hair short. He drove us to the cinema. We chose a movie to watch. You wore a beautiful dress. They caught the ball during the game. I flew to Paris last summer. She hid the gift under the bed. He lost his keys. We sold our old car. You swam in the sea. They threw the ball to each other. I woke up late this morning. She wore her new shoes. He kept the book for a week. We felt happy after the news. You bought a new phone. They had a party last weekend. I let him play with my dog. She put the dishes in the cupboard. He sent an email to his teacher. We set the table for dinner. You spread the jam on the toast. They led the team to victory. I lit the candles on the cake. She quit her dance class. I shut the window before it started to rain. She lent me her favorite book. He bent down to tie his shoelaces. We chose a different path to walk on. You built a tower with the blocks. They dug a hole to plant the tree. I fed the cat this morning. She grew taller over the summer. He hung his coat in the closet. We knew the answer to the question. You laid the table for dinner. They leapt over the puddle. I made my bed after waking up. She rode her bike to the park. He saw a deer in the forest. We spoke about our holiday plans. You stole the show with your performance. They struck the match to light the fire. I taught my brother how to swim. She threw the frisbee too far. He understood the game after a few tries. We woke up early for the trip. You wore your jacket because it was cold. They wrote letters to their friends. I spread butter on my toast. She stood on her toes to reach the shelf. He fought with his brother, but they made up. We found a nice spot for a picnic. You kept the secret well. They left the movie early. I meant to call you, but I forgot. She paid for the coffee. He read a book in one day. We sold our old toys at a garage sale. You took great photos on your trip. They threw away their old shoes. I won the game of chess. She wrote a diary entry last night. He swam across the lake. We began our project yesterday. You drank all the juice. They fell off their bikes but weren't hurt. I forgave him for being late. She lost her favorite pen. He met his friends at the park. We ran in the school race. You sang beautifully at the concert. They sat in the front row. I slept through my alarm. She spent her allowance on books. I told a joke and everyone laughed. She heard a strange noise last night. He held my hand when we crossed the street. We hid the gifts before she arrived. You hit the ball right out of the park. They hurt their knees playing soccer. I kept all your letters in a box. She knew the answer to the tricky question. He laid the book on the table. We led the way through the forest. You lent me your favorite pen. They let us watch TV for an hour. I lit the candles on my birthday cake. She lost her earring at the beach. He made a beautiful drawing for his mom. We meant to visit earlier, but our car broke down. You met many new friends at school. They paid for the groceries. I put my shoes on the rack. She read a new book every week. He rode his bike to the lake. We said goodbye before they left. You saw a shooting star last night. They sold lemonade outside their house. I sent a postcard from my holiday. She shook the package, trying to guess what was inside. He shot the ball and scored a goal. We sat by the fireplace and talked. You stole the spotlight with your dance. They stood in line for 2 hours. I swam in the ocean during vacation. She took beautiful photos of the sunset. He taught me how to play chess. We thought the movie was fantastic. You threw the paper airplane across the room. They understood the game after a brief explanation. I woke up early to see the sun rise. She wore her new dress to the party. He won the match and celebrated. We wrote essays on our summer vacation. You spread the jam evenly on the toast. They chose a movie to watch together. I found a coin on the street. She gave me a warm hug. He let the dog out in the yard. We made cookies for the bake sale. You read aloud to the class. They spoke in English during the lesson. I understood the instructions perfectly. She sang a lovely song at the event.